question I wanted. How did that work?
I usually had the idea, but there was actually one time that you never really know how good you are until somebody puts you in something, or how much they utilize you. And there was one. It was during a summer, and every year Saturday Night Live was usually nominated for best comedy variety show, and they what they do is they SNL has to do something funny for the announcements of being nominated. And because they list out all the writers, and it's usually like 17 writers, so they have all the names of the writers, and they usually do something funny, like they'll have a picture of somebody else when they say, they'll say like Adam McKay, and it's a picture of a beer, and then they'll say Lorne Michaels, and it's a picture of Wanda Sykes, something like that. Well, one year they had me dress up as all the other writers, and this picture became pretty well known in the SNL world, so much that like John Hamm came up to me and said, I saw your poster of all the writers in Steve Higgins' door. It's unbelievable. And he says, like, because most of those writers now have become like on some of the best comedy shows. Like, one of them has created Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Parks and Recreation.
Right.
The Head of Office. All these shows that are like the big gun that created the show were just one of those writers once upon a time.
Are the writers the unsung heroes of today's entertainment? Like, I think about shows like Breaking Bad and shows that are just monstrous and develop these huge followings, and I think, and they're original too. Some of these cable and pay cable shows, and the writers got to be totally out of the box thinkers, and I wonder where they come from.
I think that's true. Yeah, I think ultimately the best writers are going to cable or television.
They have more freedom, maybe.
Yes, they do. Well, it also has the most consistency. It's going to be more consistent for them having a job, And
you don't have to get 6 million people right away, or your show's
exactly.
canceled. Yeah.
I mean, a movie
sign
can
up
be
for a season. Yeah.
stopped, like and movies can be changed into something terrible.
What's your favorite entertainment? Like, I assume you love some of these shows. What's your favorite pleasure to binge on TV?
It really always changes. I mean, just recently, it's usually comedy, but then it could be lately really good drama. Just recently, I loved and finished watching The True Detectives.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty awesome. And
don't talk about the last episode.
No, I won't.
The last episode is some.
I mean, I like those kind of things because they're like really well written. Yeah. And exciting, and it's like detectives. Those are always, like it's like Maltese Falcon and like Sherlock Holmes. Like that's a great, strong, a great classic way of storytelling.
It's a timeless
the detective,
thing.
Yeah. Detectives are always awesome, whether they're like half naked and having a gun in their hand or whatever. But
I hear they're going to continue that series and bring in celebrity detectives.
I don't know
You'd
if
be a
that'll be the
detective
same
in a
one.
heartbeat if they
I
asked
would
you.
definitely be that. I may get shot in the first 2 sentences.
Well, that could happen. By the way, that's what happened to you on this reality show you were just on. You were on a reality show, but you got...
It was... I was told it's not a reality show, but I don't know.
It was a cooking show, right?
It's a cooking show, and I did it for my mom because she loves to cook, and I was going to surprise her by being on this cooking show, and Rachel Ray asked me to do it.
And did you get
Rachel Ray's doing
Did you
it.
spend
like,
any quality time with Rachel or not?
A little bit, yeah. Not that much. But this is
Oh man,
this is how naive I am. I think I am. So they asked me to do the show. I was like, oh yeah, no. I'm immediately like, no. That's like I don't want to do a reality show. I was like, it's not a reality show. It's a celebration of love for food. Like Guy Fieri's, and then they showed me the numbers are so big. I'm like,
now
well,
we're
that's
gonna put
great.
your pilot light out.
Yeah, I said, well, like I just don't want to look like I just don't want to look like this isn't my underwear, and then we got to cook and get somewhere on the boat, and someone kissed who, and like, no. It's all about love for cooking. And then so I got there, and they started cooking, and the first day we spend 12 hours cooking some meal, and the theme is Renaissance. So we all have to cook with Renaissance tools and make meat, and because Guy Fieri's like, what's in the Renaissance, Chris? Rocks. That's right. They use rocks.
Got to use rocks to make dinner.
Yeah, right. And then there's Vanilla Ice. Like, I like to make twigs. I make twigs that'll dig into the ground. That is make a sound that will be rice. Like he talks in the most annoying. I'm like, oh God, help me, this thing. And so So I find out.
By the way, I'm guessing from this that you're not a big fan of reality TV.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I mean, I like The Bachelor because I'm not there. You know,
You'll watch it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, but what I didn't like about this, I thought that was like, okay, I could deal with maybe one round. I don't know. I was there for my mother because she's a great cook, and I wanted to learn how to cook. And they even said in the beginning, like, we're going to show all these photos of you and your mom and the love you have for it. And obviously, it's a very special thing for you and your mom. And they did. They showed that. I don't know what happened.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a
Catch
beautiful
it
thing.
quickly. There's one episode, and then
the one episode, and then they're like, okay, you got to beat the clock. You got to beat the clock. And then they're like, you got to make. I had to cook the biggest piece of meat ever, like which was almost impossible to cook. So I was like, Guy, why am I doing this? I'm not having fun. I kept saying, I'm not having fun. And they're criticizing, like, you should have done this. Like, I don't even know how to do the first part of what you said. I should have what? Well, and then basically I was, what I found out was that everybody on that show was basically concealing a secret they had about being really good. They all pretended they weren't very good. They're all like, I don't know how to cook a meal. I don't know what I'm doing.
You were being punked in a way.
And the good news is you were first to go. And if you're not going to win the thing, it's better to just be the first.
By the way, your handlers are out there reaching for you.
Guys,
I'm having such a nice time talking to you, but they're reaching for you like you have to go somewhere.
Really quickly, though, but I was like, I'm having a great time with these guys, and they seem to be with me. But what I don't know is going to happen is they're going to, like, next week, they're going to say, by the way, we're not really nice. we want to win this thing, so you should get out. And that's the whole thing about a bit of.
And you did this for your mother.
Business.
Is it your mother the one selling your stuff on eBay?
No, that's my stepmom.
And should we buy it, or do you endorse that, or
no? She married my father when he was sick and dying, and now he passed, and now she's selling my heirloom on eBay and telling me what the prices are if I want to buy it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's
terrible.
Well, let's not open that can of worms.
Isn't that awful?
Will you discuss that at the parlor?
Yes.
All right. Chris Kattan at the
Parlor. In my book,
Live.
I talk about SNL and really interesting things.
All right.
Like the time I had sex with Tina Fey.
Get the book for that.
No,
Chris Kattan. Chris, get the book, and maybe it did. Who knows? Chris Kattan, thanks for stopping in.
Thank you.
Have a great morning.
Oh, yeah, it was the show. Don't forget that.
Don't forget the show.
Live.
The Parlor Live. We got you covered.
Tonight and tomorrow.
On the website.